Good morning, guys. Time for another devotional with the mouse. Today's The Faith I Live By. We're on August 17th, and it is titled, Your Influence Counts. Let's begin. This is my commandment, that ye love one another, as I have loved you. John 15:12. What quality is this love? A love for the soul that would part with selfish gratifications and practice stern self-denial in order to elevate, ennoble, and sanctify those with whom we associate. And for their sakes I sanctify myself, that they also might be sanctified through the truth. John 17:19. Do you love those with whom you associate well enough to forego your desire for amusement and self-pleasing, that you will not place these souls in the path of temptation, that you will not beckon them to pursue a course of fun and frolic which leads to extinguishment or serious thoughts in regard to the salvation of their souls? Do you cultivate personal piety, that your youthful friends may follow where you lead the way, upward and forward to obedience to God? What is the quality of your love? Is it of a character to make your associates more Christ-like? Will it have a tendency to bring solid timbers into the character building? God enjoins upon all his followers to bear a living testimony in unmistakable language by their conduct, their dress and conversation, in all their pursuits of life, that the power of true godliness is profitable to all in this life and in the life to come. A cheap Christian character works more harm in the world than the character of a worldling, for professed Christians mislead others by professing to represent him whose name they assume. God is love. Whoso dwelleth in God dwelleth in love. All who have indeed become acquainted with the love and tender compassion of our Heavenly Father will impart light and joy wherever they may be. Their presence and influence will be their associates as the fragrances of sweet flowers, because they are linked to God and heaven, and the purity and exalted loveliness of heaven are communicated through them to all that are brought within their influence. And it ends with this. You can surround your souls with an atmosphere that will be like zephyrs from the heavenly Eden. And so, we have to remember that Romans 14:7, I believe. Let me check it just to make sure. Don't just take my word for it. Study for yourself. Romans 14:7 says, For none of us liveth to himself, and no man dieth to himself. For whether we live unto the Lord. Whether we die unto the Lord. Whether we live, therefore, or die, we are the Lord's. And so, we have to realize that our lives influence others. The things that we do and say, people are watching. Will they see Christ in you? I pray that they do. And as always, this is the Mouse. How is the devotional? Take care and God bless.